Welcome back, everyone, to Unlimited Potential. I'm Michelle Wright.
And I'm Chrissy Capral.
We're happy to have you here again today. If you are new to our channel, you can expect numerology readings every Sunday through Saturday. That is what we'll be doing for you here today. Remember that these readings are general readings, and take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Chrissy, you ready to shuffle?
I'm ready.
Cool. So again, if you're new to our channel, thanks for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. Chris is going to shuffle. We're using the same Numerology Guidance cards that we use each week. We'll give you our interpretation in the 3-card spread, and then clarify with some information from the guidebook. Oh, they're jumping.
They're jumping
wonderfully today. All right, so we have two.
We have two, and there might be one that flipped. Let me look.
All right, I'll just get that one from the floor. Wow, I mean they came hard and fast, and I love what we're seeing already, Chris. Did one flip? No. Okay. So what I was gonna say is we're trying to let the cards choose themselves for that 3-card spread.
There we go.
We will review our own interpretation and then give you a little bit more from the guidebook, as well as some affirmations that go with each card. Wow. I'm not getting anything really strong right up front yet, but let's just go card by card. And
Okay.
so the first card that we have is number 26. We are using some backlighting today. I'm sorry, because we're
A little gloomy today.
it's a little gloomy, a little
Sorry,
misty
though.
rain. So 26 in its simplest form is an 8.
Yes.
And that says love partnership. What do you think?
That can be interpreted in many ways.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
So if it resonates with you with an actual person, then take it as such. But I immediately get is, again, and I feel like a broken record every time that we talk about this stuff. But again, I get that it's a love partnership within yourself. It's to love yourself and to be proud of who you are and to be proud of your heart.
Yeah, I think a lot of what we're hearing and we're feeling right now is that, you know, we need to be spreading more love right now. We're trying to finish out 2020 on a positive note, and you know, one of the easiest ways you can do that is just to show love in any one of the love languages that you decide to use or that you identify with. And I think, you know, that love partnership could be with Mother Earth, where we talked a few weeks back about you know, the environment and you know, how you can make small changes every day to make great grand changes for humankind. With your parents, your friends, your family, you know, those around you, or you know, an ultimate loving relationship, you know, your life partner. So okay, the next card reduces down to, again, one of my favorite numbers. This is a 16, which comes down to a 7, and we see that says rebirth. So really nice, we're getting like some congruency of color. And you'll see even in the 3rd color card, you get that a little bit more again. So rebirth, we have been talking about this new cycle, this new chapter, new energy, new vibrations.
Yes, absolutely. I say that it's, you know, I get with this is just more or less really going within, really seeing where, and you know, not to jump to the next card, but really seeing where you need to maybe change just a little. You know, because change is good. It's scary as hell, but it's good.
It's scary to get started.
Yes,
and then once it gets going, you know, you can use that energy for its overall, you know, best interest.
But so, I mean, I get like at the phoenix here. Like I keep getting this image of the phoenix, and it's rebirth. It's like you feel like you're at your wit's end. You completely burnt yourself out. Now it's time to regenerate. Now it's time to rise from the ashes, for lack of better words.
Absolutely. So, you know, let's come out of those cocoons safely and move forward, right? And we have been talking a lot about self-reflection, meditation, a time to raise your vibration. That is essentially when I think of rebirth, rejuvenation. All of those things also come to mind. And 7 being, you know, such a divinely guided number for me.
Excuse me.
This last card, you know, speaks of change as
Yes,
far as
it
I'm
does.
concerned.
Yep.
So we have the card number 41, but it says self-discipline. And, 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is our number of change. We have been seeing this week after week after week. So, guys, if you're not getting the message, here it is again.
Again, change.
Again.
Yes.
And again, change is not always bad. Change is good.
And back to what the card says is self-discipline, and that's 100% what you need when you're ready to make a change. Is
Yeah.
self-discipline. Is you have to be disciplined enough to do it and have the courage enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And trust us when we say we know. We've been there. We're
All
there
the
now.
way.
We're not experts.
No.
So we know how scary and uncomfortable change is, even just
Yes.
taking that first
Absolutely.
step. And sometimes it is pot calling the kettle black, right? I mean,
All the
Chrissy
time.
and I have those conversations every day. But it is absolutely possible. And the first
Without
step
question,
is just taking the leap.
Mm-hmm.
Raise your vibration a little bit. Do something that speaks to your heart and soul. Something that you can identify with.
Yep.
That can change things for yourself first. And then, you use that to initiate change for
Right.
all of mankind or the greater good or just your family or your household.
Or even if it's just yourself.
You
because-
deserve it.
Right, because as you always say, and as we believe, what you put out, you get back.
We're going to do a whole video on that. You know
Yes,
this, right?
I
Okay.
do. So, even if you're just loving yourself and doing things that raise your vibration, that make you feel good, that make you feel confident, then it's very
It's
addictive.
attracting more of that energy back to you.
Right.
It's very magnetic.
It's very magnetic. And not only that, is if you ever walked into, being an instructor, I would walk into my classroom, and if I had one student who was in this Debbie Downer mode, I'd call them out immediately. No. I'd be like, because that energy
Clean up that energy.
is going to bring the entire class down. It's going to
Yeah,
bring the people
yeah.
around you down.
And obviously that's usually, for the most part, not people's intention
No.
to bring others down with them.
No, but it's a matter of maybe they're just not feeling very confident that day, or
Yeah.
maybe they're not feeling themselves that day. So, we want to love ourselves so we can emulate that positive, higher vibration, so that they can pick up on it and benefit from it.
So I think that's a perfect, example of what we're talking about right here. When you look at this, okay, we're talking about love partnerships, whatever that looks like, friend or foe, lover, parent, spouse,
With yourself,
you know,
whatever.
yourself, whatever. That complete rejuvenating and rebirth of a situation, pulling yourself out like a phoenix from the ashes.
Yep.
And, this overall self-discipline, that little bit that it takes to really keep it going. Sometimes you want to stay in that Debbie Downer mode, and
Right.
because it feels comfortable and it's warm and fuzzy there on a bad day.
Right.
But you know that it's not for your greater good. So if
Absolutely.
that love partnership is for yourself, someone else, and it's telling us, our numerology, these cards are telling us right now that overall the universe is saying it's time to love a little bit more, and there will be a rebirth,
Yes.
a new cycle, a new chapter, a rejuvenation, but it's going to take us some self-discipline to get there, and we need to have some consistency.
Check my math.
Oh, here she goes.
But you have to check it, because I'm not.
I love this year of Chrissy.
I'm not that confident today. However, if we add these up together, 8, 7, and 5, we get a 20,
Okay.
right? Breaks down to a 2. So the overall is duality, spirituality, trust
Yeah.
your intuition.
Yeah, I think we need more of that. Let's give them a little bit more from the book.
Okay.
And then, obviously, just jump in and interrupt me at any given time. Again, guys, if
I'll hold
you're
the cards. That's my job.
if you're new, we don't edit ourselves. And I'm going to give you a little bit directly from the book and then summarize so that we are not wasting too much of your time. But this card, this number 26, love relationship, indicates a time for a romantic relationship when it's about to enter into your life. Perhaps you're single and about to meet a special person, or maybe your current relationship is about to progress to a deeper level of understanding and commitment. Either way, love is just around the corner, provided you are a believer. So let's just consider, okay, whether this is new love or a loving relationship or a partnership. It doesn't have to be a romantic love. I know that that's what the book is insinuating and talking about. But then it does continue on to address what we spoke of mutual love and family and relationships. So in the meantime, it's also encouraging you to be a receiver of love, and by doing so, you attract a mutually loving relationship that serves both parties. What you put out comes back to you. We're going to do a whole video on that, I promise, because there's nerdy science in it that I absolutely love.
Did you say nerdy science?
I did. And I love when things can be like rooted in like real facts. So remember that you must believe that this love can exist in order to attract it into your life. So work on any limiting beliefs or negative thoughts you may be having at this time. It continues to say that these cycles are leading you towards a romantic love relationship. So love and appreciate yourself as you are today. Embrace all of your imperfections and be assured that you are worthy of love. Your loved one will appear when you know without a doubt that you are lovable and deserving. Your affirmation for this card is, I don't know how, I don't know when, but love is on its way.
Enough said.
Yeah. I'm not even going to embellish on that.
I'm like, enough said.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, so we have 16, which gives us a 7. That's a divine number of rebirth. This card is indicating a major transition and transformation that will result in significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you've entered into a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth, where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. It continues to say, this is a time to surrender. You have done the work. Be prepared the best that you can, and now you're being encouraged to trust and believe that the magical future you've always desired is now awaiting you. We have 5 planets in retrograde right now, so awesome. My speech is
I have been feeling the past 3 days.
Absolutely, terrible lately. I promise you, I am slightly educated. Okay, so you're also encouraged to let go of the old in order to experience a new. Because this is a time of rebirth and rejuvenation, re-examine your values, your traditions, and eliminate any superficial foundations that do not align with your higher self and your dreams right now at this time. It continues to say that cycles that are leading you towards higher level of understanding and awareness are coming to you right now. This transition is inevitable. So know that this is a very exciting time for you, and it is time to become the best you can be. Your affirmation for this card is, through personal transformation, I reach my greatest potential. That's why you're here, right?
Right.
We're all here to reach our greatest potential.
Yep. For our highest good.
Absolutely. Okay, 41 being self-discipline. It says this card indicates a need for self-discipline, motivation, and action to improve your overall quality of life. By drawing this, you're being reminded to meet the universe halfway, because your dreams are not going to manifest themselves. So again, we talked, was it last week? That you have to actually call on the universe, the angels, your higher self, spirit for guide, because there's so much free will, they cannot intercede.
That's right.
So this is a good reminder here. It's also a great time to clarify your goals, make new plans, and prioritize actions. Be conscious of the mental, emotional, and physical actions that you need to make your dreams come true. It continues to talk about, reining in any doubt. Now is not the time for that. This is, rather than letting that consume you, your doubts and worries, this is a time to reset yourself with strength and willpower, and surrender to the divine outcome. Because what is already meant to be is on its way to you. You just have to be open, and call on it. Okay. So it continues to say the cycles that are encouraging you to be motivated. The cycles are encouraging you to be motivated and strong. This is where you need to play your part. The universe will provide the opportunities, but you need to see them through. Your affirmation. This is one you want to write on the wall. Says, with self-discipline and action, I make my dreams come true. Self-discipline and action, I make my dreams come true.
You know, I mean, science says it.
The
action.
writing's on the wall.
Right.
Like if you don't act, if you don't take that first step,
With every
You
action,
can't.
there's an equal and opposite reaction, right?
right? Absolutely.
Albert Einstein and you came out with that for a second.
It's like nerds of numerology today.
It's retarded. But that's
Oh,
okay.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, so guys, we are going to clarify a little bit with these beautiful cards. In fact, the original deck was Chrissy's. Chrissy treated me for my birthday to the same deck. I'm gonna get that card.
I'm gonna get it. I'll get it. You shuffle.
So we're shuffling again. This is the Sacred Geometry Activations
I can't.
Oracle.
I can't already. I'm done.
Well,
I know. It's you know, we've been doing this stuff, and I've been in this.
it's been since August that we really started doing it side by side, and
Right.
and we know what it looks like.
Right.
So
I mean, like, I personally have been in this room for a very, very long time, and I
me
know
too.
this happens,
I do too.
but yet it still blows my mind.
I know. I love that it is happening with others to bear witness,
Right.
because we see it
All the
see it
time.
with ourselves all the time. But you can't make this up.
No, you can't.
It's here. Now these are really, really big, and me having carpal tunnel, I'm gonna see if I can get a card to choose itself like the first one, but I'm not gonna force it. I'm feeling like I want to just pull from the top.
Oh,
there's
yeah. The universe said,
okay.
no.
Wait, Michelle, you can do this.
No,
We had a flyer. There's a few that flipped there. That's way too many.
this one's beautiful.
Oh, it is. These are gorgeous, gorgeous cards. So I'm very grateful, and thank you again
Oh, you're welcome.
for my birthday treat. If you missed our birthday videos, you should go watch it.
Because they're kind of fun.
Yeah, we did readings for each other, and the intro alone with the photo slide is worth the watch.
Yes,
I mean,
it
it's
is.
3
Oh, there you
seconds.
go.
There's our third card. Okay.
There you go.
Great. So again, this is an absolutely beautiful deck. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful deck. So we're going to do the same thing here and get some clarification for the first cards. So in the initial position of number 8, it was a 26. We would take it down to an 8. It said love partnership. The first one that flew, it dropped right out of the deck.
Is this beautiful card
Mm-hmm.
that says, I don't know if you can see the number at the top. It is a 44, which is
My favorite
number.
I knew you were going to say that.
Um,
We do like 4s. They're very foundational. They're
Very
very grounded.
foundational.
And if you go the other way and reduce it down, it's an 8. It's
Which
that,
is the same
It's
number
that
as this card.
infinite cycle of abundance. Okay, what you put out comes back to you.
which is this card.
Absolutely,
All right.
pretty cool.
And it says universal love. I have to turn around to read it. I'm good, but I'm not that good. All right. It says the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. Wow.
Like super powerful.
Right? And look at the colors on this card.
Hey, Chris, this is also the last card in the deck.
What?
Like this is a 44 card deck. This is the last card in the deck.
Fancy.
It says love is probably the most sought after, mysterious, indeterminate, and fulfilling feeling a human can ever experience. Its mystery surely derives from the fact that we cannot really describe or define what it actually is. So we have a few pages of what we have here as continued explanation, and this deck is a little new for both of us, but I would like to just continue to paraphrase and let you know that it says as human beings, we're capable of feeling compassion and love for ourselves and for one another and for the greater good. So love is that powerful force that should be driving our actions and our behaviors to change the course of our lives. So guys, if you want me to read this word for word, just drop us an email and I'll give it back to you. But it couldn't be said any clearer. It is pretty much the overall message of the whole entire reading, summed up right there. Do I need to go further?
No.
Do you want more?
I think I get it. I don't know about that.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it goes into the colors and the shapes and
Right.
everything, which I love the nerdiness of that. But
Yes. which is
I think we just nailed it on the first
which
card.
can be an
we can
entire-
stop the video now.
Nailed the first card. We're done. No, the shapes and the geometry of every image that you see is
Absolutely.
an entire another video.
Absolutely.
It could be an entire
It's
series. to be honest with
absolutely
you.
gorgeous.
All right, so the second card that came out, which is, in the position of rebirth, is number 40. Again,
It's a 4. It's foundational.
okay? So if I put them together, you get a 4, 4.
4. Mm-hmm.
And it says soul time.
I mean, what more do you need?
And this says, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibilities of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite.
Guys,
I mean,
it
that
would-
just screams.
yeah, we're
Phoenix.
just, it does. It really, really does. I mean, it speaks to all the overall energy. Let's see what this says. It says, now that we're in a time of awakening and consciousness of a much greater story for our lives, the past no longer applies, basically. Soul time means having access to all experiences that the soul has been through, is going through, and will go through, all in any given moment that we choose. And to demonstrate this evolutionary linear time, the soul time activation has been created from a repetition of the infinity sign. Again, we talk about the 8. This is infinite. It's abundance. You get that 44 in the previous card. We're all tied together. It goes into talk about the shapes and colors and everything else. But again, giving you a clear viewpoint that this is a new story. That everything in your soul's time period is now, I think it's a tilt, is now, working towards this
I wanted to see it.
rebirth.
There we go. I just had to find the right angle.
Yeah.
It's
it's
so
just
pretty.
They're all like just absolutely
And
beautiful.
you just mentioned the figure 8 and the infinity sign.
The infinity sign is in there.
Is in there twice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it goes this way and then this way. That was a little awkward, but whatever.
It's a little awkward, but it
It
works.
was a little awkward. All right, and the third card.
Again, really.
This symbol is probably one of my favorite.
Now, I don't know a lot about this. So this is 32,
Which again,
which again gives you a 5. It falls in the same position. We're getting the same numbers here.
So
okay?
change.
We don't make this up.
we don't make it up. No, that's for sure. But the Merkaba is one of my favorite sacred symbols. Because it is full, and I think the reason I am attracted to it so much is because it was full of pyramids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know those who believe in past lives, which again could be a whole other video. I believe that I was at one point somewhere in ancient Egypt.
I guess so. Yeah,
Because I'm
there's
very
a few
drawn
things that
to-
you identify with.
With this, so it's one of my favorites. So, with that being said, side note. This says the frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to travelers into other layers of reality and dimensions. Well, that doesn't speak to me. I don't know what else does. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality. Thank you. Of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose.
Hello. Guys, we get so giddy and weird because
It's
it's so exciting. It makes sense. You don't plan this.
No.
I mean, the numbers are matching, the message is consistent, and we're really glad that we can share that with you in this new age of time and space through video very quickly so that you can do something with this energy. I mean, this is a message that some people need to see and hear very clearly because some of it has been repeated over the past few weeks. And this is so strong. I mean,
Okay, read there.
I know, because she's doing the math in her head.
I'm already here.
Let me give you a little bit more. It says that this could actually be loosely translated. There, this is my
Mercury's
speech
killing
again. To the word chariot. So Merkaba kind of loosely translates to chariot. So you think of movement, of change, of of moving forward, right? Action, yeah. It refers to the human light body, the energy field around all of us humans that is generated by the quantum parts of our DNA. Goes on and on and on. It talks about the geometric shapes. This is referring to a more masculine aspect in its colors and its fiery indications of power, presence, and direction. It's showing you where to go. And its feminine aspects, it's talking about deep, dark, and mysterious with spirals that are indicating the flowing nature of overall feminine energy. There is no masculine or feminine to this card. It's just showing you that
It's an energy.
The self-disciplines of it are identified in both the masculine and the feminine. So that's why I just wanted to put that out. And then it says, when these two forces come together in its perfect union, the Merkaba activates to its fullest potential. Mm-hmm. So it's, reminding us again to know that we have everything within us.
Yes.
That we need to activate this new change, this new power, this self-discipline. But we have to be consistent and use it for its greater good.
I just love this card.
Absolutely. I'm just peeking down in here again because I saw something about love relationship. It says the process is outwardly expressed through our search and manifestations of loving relationships with another, and inwardly through its equal power of our loving relationship with ourselves. So again, guys, I didn't write this. We didn't write this book, but here it is. Mm-hmm. Clear as day. I love the messages. So where do you go with the numbers here? What do you have here?
All right. So with just these 3 cards, we have 3 4s, and this one breaks down to a 5. Mm-hmm. Brings us to 17, which then breaks down to an 8.
Which is?
Infinity.
Okay. So here we go again. What you put out comes back to you. We will go into vibrations and how like vibrations attract and all those kinds of things in another video. I promise you. And I'm going to share with you guys one of my absolute favorite books of all time, which I swear everybody should read at some point in their life. But it explains the science behind it and how you can really unlock it, to release its potential. So I think overall, let's just take this as a really good, clear message that it is a time to spread more love. Look at yourself with love and kindness, and those around you, and explore the opportunity for change.
Yes,
but call upon the universe for a little bit of help. My pup would agree with that statement. Yeah. He of course has chosen the perfect opportunity to talk to Chrissy. Okay. Guys, with that being said, we're going to pause this video and then come right back with your affirmation for the week from Louise Hay. Hang in there. Hi, guys. So we are back with your affirmation for the week. We have chosen, as we normally do, ending these readings, to give you heart thoughts from the Louise Hay deck. She's just an incredible lady with a lot of good common sense, spiritual connection to understand the greater good. These are a little hard to shuffle. They're completely square. They're double-sided, and we're going to try and get them to choose themselves. I'll give you one good one. There's a lot going on here. Maybe that one will pop back out again. It was pretty. I don't know what it said, but we'll see. They're crazy because if they turn a little bit aside. Oh, okay, so there we go. And they always hit the floor.
Yeah, well,
I think we need a larger table or something. Okay, so the first part of this says, oh my God, I absolutely love these messages today. It says, I am a magnet for miracles. So go ahead and put that on your bathroom mirror to see every day.
That's right.
You know what that magnet means? In my head, I say, here we go again. We're talking about abundance.
Yes.
Cycles. Change. Greater good. We talk about that number 8. What you put out comes back to you. So hear it loud and clear, guys. Yeah, we're going like this. And I keep going like this. I am a magnet for miracles. The other side of this card says, when I change my consciousness and forgive those I need to forgive, healing miracles occur. So if one side or the other resonates with you, it's no matter. Take it for what it's worth. I would suggest really just adhering to this message. This is definitely brought to you to see today. Okay?
Absolutely.
It couldn't be more clear. We have a really, really clear message. We're going to actually decide to take a photo of this and share it on our Instagram and our Facebook. So if you're not following us there, please do. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, that means that that big button that says subscribe is still red. Gray that out and hit the bell. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or our stupid, silly antics that we just don't edit because we want you to see the reality in situations. And know that, we're all pulling for you. This is a great time right now, and our messages are coming so crisp and clear. So we thank you for being here. We hope that some of this resonates for you, and stay tuned for some more really great content. This video is for the 25th through the 31st, and we will be doing a full moon reading because we have a big full moon. It's a blue moon, and it's a hunter's moon that is coming on October 31st. So stay tuned for that video to be released in a couple more days. Thanks so much for being here and joining us today, guys. We certainly appreciate your time. Have a great week. Take care.